Hey, I'm Brandon.
And I'm Hall.
And I'm Nathan.
He's hiding behind the camera. And we're three of the four Wandering Men from Wandering Men Studios. And today we're bringing you our Untold video primer. This primer is intended to help you understand Untold more, how the game works, how the cards work, and what Untold is altogether. So we hope that it answers all of your questions, but if it happens not to, please check us on our forums at www.untoldthegame.com/forums, or you can email us at contact@wanderingmen.com. Thanks, and enjoy the primer. So, Hall, you want to play Untold?
Sure. Love to. Just exactly what is Untold?
Well, Untold is a brand new game, something brand new in the whole world of RPGs. It's a card-based RPG.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, okay, if it's a card-based RPG, then how is it different from regular RPG or regular card games?
Well, it's just exactly like a regular RPG. The only difference is instead of having a pile of rule books and a character sheet, or several character sheets, depending on if you're running a mage or a cleric, you have cards that has all the rules, everything you need to build your character, and it's very flexible, fast, furious, and fun.
Very cool. Well, what's the difference between the cards that I have here in front of me?
All right, well, you've got a few different types of cards. You've got a race card. That's the red guy. It's got a red stripe on it.
That one?
Yeah.
Cool.
And then the ones with the yellow stripe on the top, those are your ABS cards. Now, ABS is an acronym, and it stands for Ability-Based Skills. And what we've done in the development of this game is we've rolled all of your skill checks and your abilities into one type of card, and they're called your ABS cards. So they're the cards you would use to make various skill checks or do things that you normally do with your basic stats in any RPG.
Very cool. How about the green ones?
All right, the green cards is your path card. Path is exactly the same as class in most other RPGs. So if you want to be a fighter type, we have a different name for that in Untold, and it's called a combatant. Or if you want to be a rogue type, it's called a maven in our game. Or if you want to be a spell slinger of some sort, it's called an erudite. So we have three basic paths in Untold, and each one of those is represented by one of these green striped cards.
Interesting. All right, and I have a lot of blue cards. What are the blue cards?
The blue cards are power cards. And powers, they encompass all of the things that you would normally, any cool effect that you would normally do in a game. Sometimes these are covered by feats or spells or weapons or items. We've rolled all those in Untold into one card type called a power card. So anything cool you want your character to do, the power card is going to be where you find it. And for these playtest cards, they've got a blue stripe on the top.
Outstanding. That's that one there. Very cool.
Yep.
Well, now, another question. I have a character that we put together here.
That's right.
Only took a few minutes to put it together, which was really, really fun. Very cool. My question is, I have a lot of other cards over here.
That's right.
And they're, for the most part, every single one of them is blue.
Correct.
So what's the difference between the cards that I have here that I'm playing? Can I just not touch these? Do I need to put them up?
Well, the difference is when you create your character, your GM will give you a certain number of UP, or Untold points, that you can use to build your character. Now, some of these points are then, you have to pay for your various race card, you have to pay for your ABS card, your path cards, and then any power cards that you might want to use. There are different types of power cards, and some of them are time, story, or site swaps. Okay, this is a particular type of swapping, and we'll get into that a little bit more later. But if you have any time, story, or site swaps, they're to be laid on the table alongside your race cards, your ABS cards, and your path cards, because those are kind of solid and they're in place. Okay, so you would add all the cards up on the table by their value, which is in the top right-hand corner of the card, the cost or the UP cost. You add all those up, and then anything that you have left. So we'll say our GM gave us 96 points to build these characters. Okay. So I may have 48 points on the board, okay, in my character deck. Anything between that 48 and 96 is what's called your swap buffer, okay? So I have a whole bunch of other cards, as do you, and these cards are what you call hot swaps, okay? And depending on what's going on in the game, I can play these cards at any time or take them up. Okay? And so this then modifies my character total. So when I lay this card down, we'll say I had 48. This cost for this card is called Deadly Strike, and it has a cost of 10. And when I lay that down, my character now increases to 58 points. All right, so I can have multiple hot swaps laying down. And if your GM allows, you can bring a whole pile of additional cards, untold cards, to the table to add to your hot swap pile that you can play anytime. This adds to the versatility of the game. So at one point you may be playing against a lava creature and you need some really heavy duty ice spells. You can lay those guys down, but then you defeat the lava monster. You don't need those ice spells anymore, so you take them up, put them back in your hand. The next creature you happen to fight is maybe an air monster, okay? And you need different types of powers to defeat that creature. And so then you have the opportunity and the flexibility with Untold to lay down those different sorts of cards using your hot swap buffer.
So the character can actually grow and change depending on the circumstance.
Absolutely. And from moment to moment in the game, your character can have different abilities and skills and powers, and it doesn't affect your core character at all. It makes them very adaptable.
Fantastic.
You want to know what this card is?
Yeah, please. What is this one?
Well, this little card is something that we offer for free. It's you can get it on our website. It's called a character ID card, and it basically just has all the basic reference information that you need to play. You don't have to have one of these, it's optional, but we like to use them because it gives us a little bit more information and helps as a reminder. So this is as close as you're ever going to get to a character sheet in the game of Untold.
Really?
Yeah.
So we have an entire game with these cards,
right?
this sheet.
Which is optional.
And, okay, now, unfortunately right now I only have 2 dice with me. I don't know if I need to borrow some more dice or...
You've got plenty. All you need is 1 D20.
1 D20?
That's it.
I'll take this D20. We'll put that one off the side.
Great.
So 1 D20.
Yep.
This little bitty card. And the stack of cards we have here.
That's it.
Fantastic. When do we start playing?
In just a minute.